Good morning. It's just lovely to be with you today, and thank you for joining with me. You know, years ago, there was a wee girl in a children's home and who behaved like a wild animal. The carers at home had just written her off, and one nurse believed there was just no hope for her, but there was another who thought that she could get through. She felt she could communicate with this wee lassie, but the wee girl gave no indication she was even aware of her. The nurse brought her biscuits, left them in the room, but doctors began to note a change, and after a wee while they moved the child to upstairs to another ward. Finally the day came when this hopeless case was released, and because of her experience, that child, Annie Sullivan, decided to help others. It was Annie Sullivan who played a huge role in the life of Helen Keller. It was Annie Sullivan who saw potential in this little blind, deaf, rebellious child. She loved her. She played with her. She prayed with her. She pushed her. And she worked with her until Helen Keller became an inspiration to the entire world. It began with the nurse, then Ali Sullivan, then Helen Keller, and finally every person who has ever been influenced by their example. A few weeks ago we began to talk about Nicodemus, who came to speak to Jesus at night and was told he had to turn his life around. It was to Nicodemus that Jesus spoke those wonderful words about God's love for us. And it was that love that affected Nicodemus, and that love that changed Nicodemus. One rainy Sunday afternoon, a wee boy was bored and his dad wanted to watch the football in peace. So he decided to do something to keep the wee fella busy, and he found a morning paper, a big map of the world, and he took scissors out and he cut it into a number of shapes like a jigsaw, and he said to the boy, see if you can put that puzzle together. He thought that would keep him going for a while, and he settled down to watch the match. To his amazement, the boy was tapping his shoulder 10 minutes later, saying the job was done. He says, it was easy. It was easy? How did you manage it? Said his dad. Well, you see, there was a picture of the man on the other side, and when I got him right, the world was right. Well, maybe that wonderful passage in John's Gospel, the 3rd chapter and the 14th verse, tells us how God planned to put the world right. The plan was to put us right through his love for us, and only when we are right is there any hope for this old world. And I think though he struggles at first, eventually Nicodemus gets the message and it changed him. He became a new man, as if he was born again, and that it was love that did it. The old song says love changes everything, and it does, you know. Thank you for listening to me, and God bless you.